Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Nostaglicraft. I might have gone a little bit overboard. We have some cows today, and that means... let me just deal with some of you guys. There we go. That's a fair bit better. Maybe you could do a few more, but... At the very least, this is, a lot more manageable. I only got 35 leather from that, so I'll probably need to get a bit more. We are back for another day, and I have some plans for today. First off, we're gonna want to get this encampment thing set up, and also I want to take a trip into the Nether. But as well as that, I want to do something a little bit special today. Something that you don't really see other people do in these survival Let's Plays. I'm gonna do something a little bit strange, but that'll be for later in the video. Right now, we're gonna set up with enchantment, and I'm gonna tell you some things that I did. So yesterday, as of recording this, I put my first video up and was feeling a little bit anxious about it, honestly. I don't know why, as I really enjoyed a lot of the creation for the video, and I kind of want to keep that. I want to keep it fun and enjoyable for myself, because that's really what this video is about. This video is not about doing super well, getting a lot of numbers. I want to have a lot of fun, and I want to make things that I really. And yesterday, I spent time off camera breeding up the cows for the leather that I just got, as well as going and gathering some cactus so that we can get my green bed. So that looks really nice. I got a good couple of extras, so we can even make a cactus farm. I would have to check out how to actually do that, because I'm not entirely sure how to. It's off its own, but I know the basics. I also picked up some of the pumpkins, some of those, and I went back and got the gold armor from the little obsidian thing, and stole like the gold and the kind obsidian. So that's all really good. So we can use that at some point. I did also see a pillager outpost while I was out exploring to go and find the nearby desert for the cactus. And I'm sure there's a bunch of other cool things that we can actually go around and explore and find. Like maybe we'll be able to find a desert temple or something like that. I don't know. Be cool. For now, let's go and gather up some of the sugarcane and see if we can't make some books. Alright, so I gathered up a bit of the sugarcane that we had around. Sadly, I don't have enough to even make all the bookshelves, and I would only be able to make like 11 bookshelves anyway, as it is a 3-to-1 ratio. But we can make up all that we can. I think another thing I also want to do is I want to start taking a lot of these and moving them into my base, make a little chest system, and instead of having this kind of like output, I might even make an actual mine. We might do like quite a bit of building today, actually. I think I want to make a mine. I want to make my Nether portal, and no, I think the third thing that I want to do, I'll save that for the next episode. That'll be my little secret. Now let's just get this bookshelves on the way. Only got enough for about 7. That's okay. We can see if we can get any nice enchantments off of this. Only have 18 levels, but I'm having trouble staying alive a little bit, honestly. Getting exploded or just shot relentlessly. Knock back. Breaky. Nothing super good there. That would work. I'm fine right now. I could always try to find more sugarcane to see if I can place any more books around. Because, yeah, there is some there. I did plant quite a few around, as well as just like plenty of natural ones. I didn't cut them all down to take. I like having them just kind of grow naturally. I think it looks quite nice, as well as the me just covering the riverbeds with them. Sadly, there was not enough sugarcanes and stuff like that around, so I won't really be able to make the rest of my bookshelves quite yet. So we are going to start working on some chests and getting our storage system in my actual house. Alright, there we go. I think we got a little bit of idea of what I want to do. So I did run into a little bit of problem. The trapdoors make it so I can't actually put signs on these bottom ones, but I got my test pretty much all organized. I just need to actually axe this last chest down here. I was thinking about maybe this left barrel here, like having the gold armor and stuff like that. But now I'm not sure. Maybe we can do the clay in this left one. And that will have like any pottery shards that I get, stuff like that. I think that'll be really good. Alright, I am back finally with my glow squid ink. Oh my lord, it took way longer than I ever should. But there we go. And now, update our signs, and that is looking way better than it was before. Looks so nice. I'm glad that I did it, but I just wish it didn't take as long as it did. It was just a whole yeesh. Holy. But anyway, now that we've gotten that out of the way, we can work a little bit towards more of what I want to work a little bit. I did breed up a bit more cows. So, maybe I can just more. Nope. So I'm gonna take for now. Next up, the leather from my chest and alright, we're slowly getting there with our I wonder if it can actually read them. I might have. Let's check just to be sure. Oh yeah, okay, that's been been interrupted a little bit. Alright, so now that we've done that, we've knocked back. Got efficiency 3 on that one. That is. I'm not quite sure I want to take that. Alright. So we do have some spruce fences left over. Sticks. Because I think I want to start working on that cactus farm. And now I kind of know how to do one. Not super really though, actually. But I can certainly try my best. No, not E. Alright. I'm gonna make another bucket as well as get my bucket of water. And don't think you have to use anything. I know some people have used iron bars and stuff like that. Like I've seen people use iron bars, but I don't think you have to. So I'm gonna try with fence posts and hopefully it'll be alright. I know the basics of like I think I understand how to make an auto cactus farm, but I've never actually done this before and I'm not super confident, as you can kind of probably hear a little bit from me. But we're just gonna try it, and I might end up making a farm that doesn't work, which will be great. But we'll just see, shall we? So I'm gonna actually put this in the mine, and I'm gonna dig out a little area right around here, I think. Alright, and I'll come back to you once I dig out a 16 by 16 cube. Alright, and finally, we have dug this area out. I have so much stone in my pages. put that into the put that in the little collection system. It'll be fine. We'll go in the hoppers, into the chest. It won't like despawn. But now it's finally time to show you how we make this cactus. Now, for those of you who do not know, I'm gonna try to explain this a little bit, but I don't entirely understand all the final details of it. I know the basics is like this. You put I believe a transparent block is basically what's recognizing it. So you put a fence down. Most people do iron bars because it's easier to jump onto, and because I think most people would have an iron farm at this point, and they could just make as many iron bars as they want. I'm using fences, it's what I have. They do the fence post, they do sand, and then they put the cactus right on top of it. Now, this is gonna start going up, but what we can do is we can put a stone right there, and then put another fence right there. And now, basically, the way that this works is because this is how I believe. If I get anything wrong, please feel free to correct me. Because the fence post is a transparent block, what we can do is the cactus will start growing because it won't recognize that there's a block near there. But when it does grow, it will recognize the fence post and break and pop off, and hopefully either it won't fall onto itself and destroy itself. Hopefully it will fall down below and I'll get rid of the floor and it will go into the collection system. That'll be all fine and dandy. And this is basically just stackable because I can put a sand there, and then I can put the cactus on top, and then I can put another fence post, and I can basically stack this. So when I only have 13 cactus right now, which is a lot, but I'll be able to stack it up and up and up, and that'll be really great. And I want to give some clearance of it, just so you know, I remove as much of the likelihood as possible that cactuses, my cactus just starts dropping on cactus and destroying. So I'm gonna give like a full block clearance basically from each of these little things. So it's gonna start looking like this, maybe, right? And I didn't quite make enough space. I'll probably have to push this back and then this one as well, side, and it'll just be like this line that's gonna be unused, but it'll all be fine. It'll all work out. Time to place all the sand and all of the cactus. There we go. So I sadly don't have enough cactus for all of my sand yet, or even all of the sand for my fence post that I put up. But I can always get more later, and I can always build it up. So right now, this should be, there we go, all dug out. Now, I'm probably actually gonna AFK here for just a bit, just because I want to make sure that this is all working correctly. And also, I'm hungry and it's around dinner time for me right now. So, yeah, so I'm gonna AFK here for a little bit. Hopefully, we'll get our first little bits of cactus running through. And, yeah, I'll just be right back. Alright, I am back from my dinner now. And from the 4 cactus in my inventory, and the one that I can see right up there, I'm feeling pretty good about this. I think it is actually working. I am still happy. I was a little bit worried that it might not, but luckily it seems to all be working. Let's see what our total is that we have obtained. I just heard another one go off. 14. We have gotten more. So maybe there's another one coming, or it might have hit a cactus. Because that will happen. Shame. But we have gotten more than we started off with, which is really, really good, which, of course, we're gonna go reinvest into the farm. And hopefully we'll see more eventually. Right now, though, I think we are going to move on to a little something different. I'm gonna work on my special plan that I had for today, and that is going to involve my friend Lumanoskate. So let's go check out with him, shall we? Oh my god, he's finally here.
What? Oh, hi, Kusu.
Hi. Oh, you have voice acting, don't you? So I was like,
Oh. Oh my god, the builders are ridiculous.
yeah.
I mean, I know this is just like a simple flip command in a prestidigitation.
And we'll get it. That's
Yeah,
not
in World Edit.
prestidigitation.
I love how I'm getting said hello to a I guess level 31.
Yeah, that's Fireball. Lumi! he did have a... I have a bee.
I love it.
He doesn't like it when I look at him.
Sorry, if I don't hit shift fast enough, it starts screaming at me by dinging violently. The block of blazed terracotta is trying to commit crimes.
There's supposed to be a key that spawns on that table a lot of times.
Mm-hmm.
And then we can access like a little boss arena thing. Really cool.
Right,
so,
with T.
Yep. Oh, and let's go. But the zombie followed.
Fine,
No.
Kusu, I'll just keep hitting them towards you.
Ah! My mouse is broken.
Oh no!
Okay, I fixed it. It was doing the thing where it doesn't
God.
respond. It wasn't reading. Oh my, no, no, no.
So I break the egg again, right?
No, run this way.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm doing fine.
Or maybe
Oh,
not, because these guys are level 3. Yeah, no, there was a little cave with a parkour puzzle. That's easy to do. Slay 7 mobs. Ah! We get attacked by a pig! There we go. You don't have to.
There you go. Oh, I don't have to. This isn't
No.
Warframe logic? Okay.
No, it's not Warframe logic, don't worry. I just do it. Yep, there you go. Luby.
What? Oh my god.
Oh yeah, did you notice that the Did you notice that the starter town is named after one of the builders?
No.
Or it's an anagram of his name. So, you know Grian?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a builder for
Oh.
the server, as well as Salted for their machinimas and stuff like that. So that's why it's Ragni, because it's an anagram of Grian. Alright, if I remember correctly, we gotta get gold blocks and we gotta turn them into the thing. Oh, it seems they might have changed. You no longer have to put them in, you just gotta get kills. Oh, opening door. Let's go.
Also, sorry if I'm not talking much. I have like a really weird sore throat.
No, it's okay. Parkour time.
Really? Because I can just,
I mean, I didn't even need to. I just sprint.
I know, but I'm just gonna skip the parkour.
I have 98. Alright, let's go. Alright, for this guy, I think we're supposed to just, like, spam him with health, with damage. Yeah, this little, you can, When he does that, you can make up little walls to protect yourself. Ah! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh my god, are you kidding me? Here we go. This is what I want. Here we go. This is what I want to create in single player Minecraft. My little... Now, let's be honest. Not all of this. I can only do so much. I am one little yin, and I don't have a lot of these nether objects like around here. These nether bricks that are. But I can certainly try my hardest. I can build a big, beautiful portal, and just like I always loved just how it transformed the land and just these pillars. That's right. So I'll probably make it more of this is a main portal on Windcraft, and then I'll probably recreate some of these spikes and use the spikes themselves to form the rest of the portal, as if like they've sprouted in my world and are sprouting near the nether portal, and two of these little ones have kind of connected and they've opened up the portal. So how about we get on that a little bit? Yeah? Alright, now I'm a little bit more geared up. And I've already gone and collected the resources after getting my enchantments. So I think it's time that we get started on this portal. Alright, and here is my nether portal. Now, I don't quite have everything that I want planned. I want a couple more of these little pillars. I probably want to do this one a little bit different. I might want to redo it later. This one's looking a little bit better with how I wanted it. But I just need a little bit more obsidian just so I can do the little bits of obsidian like I have here on this one. I like these small like little reinforcement veins. And also I just need to bring the spine all the way up. Because, yeah, I just don't have enough obsidian to bring it all the way up at the moment. But we have the netherrack and a little lava pool out here, encroaching on the surrounding lands. Probably have to chop down this right now. I really want some red sand and put some red sand around the water and stuff like that. I think that would look really cool. There's these deep slate rocks here that are actually those mossy rocks. I've just dug them up and replaced them with the regular deep slate instead of the cobble deep slate, which I think is working really well. And I just really wanted to make these spires look like they just kind of like emerged and started encroaching on the land. And this pathway obviously is very, very like deliberate. So something has leaked out of the portal and is coming to the overworld. But we shouldn't have to worry about that right now, right? We haven't seen anything. No, it's been fine. Sure, it'll be absolutely fine. Now, of course, there's a little bit of a problem. I made a nether portal with nether stuff. How did I do that if this was my first nether portal? Well, after I got it, you know, all together, once I lit it, I went on a little nether adventure. Let's go see how that went, huh? Oh no. And we are in the nether. And possibly one of the worst places to be. Quite honestly, there is a warp Nylium place over there, which is honestly pretty good for us. But this is a no. Oh, there is. Oh, that's super good. There's another fortress super close by. That will be so handy. Maybe I can use some of these in my dirt house. You know, just a little bit extra. I don't want to add too much to the dirt house, especially stuff that would make it very not dirt house. But I think these will be. These still very much go with it. You know, just a little bit, just to add some more light to my house, because I don't have a lot of light sources. All right, I've come back prepared, a little bit more prepared than last time. First off, we are just gonna do this. We're gonna climb it up. Okay, round 3. Hopefully, this will be my last having to exit and then immediately return to the nether. Haven't forgotten anything or anything like that. This is just, I just had like such a bad nether spawn. It's not the greatest area to be put on basalt delta like that, and especially such like the high part and a small area. It's so unlucky. But at least there's lots of really easy flying range once I eventually get an elytra. It'd be really good to just like, you know, be able to start flying and go to the nether fortress new. So, you know, at least there's silver linings, but at the moment, it's rough. It's rough, buddy. This should really hopefully defend me against any gas attack. I think it's pretty unlikely for the area that I'm in for there to be very many gas spawnings, but you know, just in case. You know, I could probably use this range up here too to try to farm some ender pearls. I can see plenty of endermen down there, and all I have to do is look at them to draw them to me. Put a little platform. Aw, that's a bit annoying. There, maybe I can do it. What do the little end bits serve? Absolutely nothing. What do they kind of do? I hope it look cool. Looking at you. No. Is he not getting mad? Oh, now he's mad. Yeah. And I got a little bit of warp nylium. Alright, I want to clear out a little bit of this so it's a lot easier for the enderman to try to run at me. Hey, got my first ender pearl. Let's go. Yeah, I'm just gonna put... Yeah. That wasn't what I was worried about. But I have found a little something. Six matters. I hear them like take a damage from something that isn't me, and then they just like they don't come back. Alright, so I want to get down there. I have no idea how to though. I do believe I'm lower than where I was before. How much I fell. Probably not by much because I did dig up before falling further down. Considering. Oh, I forgot. I'm not even wearing gold. No, I'm higher. I'm higher than I was. Oh, this place is shooting at me. Alright, so a couple of things. I need a boat. Okay. We're gonna go back. We're gonna get a bow and arrow. Maybe enchant my sword or something. I don't know. We're gonna try to figure out some way to get to that nether fort. I mean, luckily I haven't needed the gold because it's not like I'm anywhere near another waste. Alright, back again for another attempt. This time I brought a bow, got power 3 on breaking 3. Also worked towards a little XP because I saw that I had a sharpness 4 roll enchantment table for my sword. I managed to get knockback 2, which isn't very great, but it's alright. I'll take it for now. We can always use the sword, not the axe if we need to, but you know, if we don't want to deal with the knockback as much. I also brought a cauldron and a water bucket because there's actually a trick you can do in order to put yourself out from fire if you're fighting blazes using a cauldron. Fill it up with water in the nether. It will still work. You know, like it won't like just dissipate. Although I think you might have to take it water back out every now and again. Go. Able to dispatch of him pretty quickly. I have seen the water like disappear from it before, but I don't think it'll do it like right away or anything. If we actually go back and instead of, you know, having a way kind of dig up, let's put next to it where we actually go down. Okay, maybe not. There's no way to. Oh wait, actually. There is a way to get down safely. No, I can't do that. Okay. Hold on. I hate going in and out so much. I wish I didn't have to do this as much as I've been doing. Alright. Time to show... ooh. That's close. Time to show this little trick off, shall we? So. Yep. Boat down somewhere. There we go. Boat on land. There we just kind of fall. And we take no fall damage. Woo. Now, I'm probably going to need more ladders because I have 20. And I want to try to ladder all the way back. There we go. Okay, it's not very protective against like gas attacks and stuff like that, but that's fine. I should be alright. Let's I think if I remember correctly, it's that way for the nether fortress. Ooh. I was gonna say let's go in. Ah! This is too much on me all at once. Cannot get a break. Oh, we got some diamonds. I haven't managed to get a skull yet, but we are finding plenty with the skeletons in the area, which is pretty good. Not even the Soul Sand Valley, which is where you would find them a lot more. Oh, it looks like there's some blaze spawners, so that's kind of the platform that they spawn on. Alright, now that we're back from our little adventure, you see, we have this path, and it's all nice and good. It just kind of leads into a river, however. That's not very good. So, I think right about here is where we need to build a bridge, because I did say I was going to do one. And now you might be thinking, Kusu, we just had a time lapse. We gonna have another time lapse? No. Don't worry. I wouldn't do that to you. What I am going to do is I am going to do another build, but this one will be a lot quicker. It'll take us long. And I'll take you through my steps and my process for building my own bridge. That's right. We need a bridge over this water. Okay. So normally the style that I like to build for is mostly wood with a little bit of stone to help make it reinforced and look a little bit more sturdy. So for this, I want to use plenty of spruce wood because I have lots, and I even want to take some of the dark oak and use that because that is normally a wood that I really like to use. I can take some of this spruce that I've just stored here out of the way while I was clearing all this out, and then we shall have to chop some dark oak trees down, as I do not have any at the moment. Okay, for a second ingredient, I want to use some of the stone that we have. Now, there's a big difference between whether you want to use cobblestone or something more like, you know, smooth stone or the, stone bricks. So stone bricks give a more modern and polished and refined feel, but something like cobblestone is really good for less refined. Like things that are supposed to be more muddied and natural. Something like this. If I ever wanted to use any kind of cobblestone in my weird kind of dirt hut that's supposed to look like a really natural kind of mound, I'd want to use cobblestone. Or even regular smooth stone, the regular stone that you'd find in the ground, as opposed to stone bricks. But something like how we're going to build right now, I think I'm going to want to cook up some of the stone into stone bricks and give it a more refined look. Alright, while my stone is smelting, I'm going to take some quick measurements real quick of the ground that we're going to work with. So I'm going to want a 4 middle. So something kind of like, and we're going to want to match it up over there. I should also remember to count how many blocks we go out. So we got 4 right here. Okay, so one of the first things I know I want to start with is I want to do 2 block high stairs before transitioning into a little bit more of a slope. So with bridges always start with a deep slope and then they start to whittle out a little bit more. As well as that, we're going to place our first support struts. So we're going to use dark oak for this. We're going to take this right up. And on this side, do the same here. We want to kind of discover what's going to be the height of the bridge. So currently at the moment, we don't know how tall I want to make the bridge. I'm also going to strip this blocks just because I like the way it looks. I did want a bit of a darker wood. So next spot, take more slabs. We'll go up by 2. Will be 3, and then this one, instead of just incrementing up by 1, now we're going to start incrementing up by 2s. This 5. And we actually kind of want to start on this side. And this will give us a better feel of where exactly the middle will be. That we can make sure that we don't accidentally make the middle too small. As well as that, we can start the supports. Supposed to be over here as well. I always try to make sure that any visible block that would be in a support pillar like this is always the block that I want. So like how we have here for darker. Just makes it look like it's really rooted in the ground. Yeah, I think I was for a second there I was worried that they weren't lined up properly, but I'm pretty sure they are. I'm just playing. So we're gonna take this to 7. It looks like it'll be far enough, so we'll have plenty of rooms. 4. But when we meet up in the middle, we're probably gonna have less than 7 actuality. So that means that we're just gonna connect the bridge from here. This is 5, 6, 7. You can already see it's on the side. So 1, 2, 3. Another thing to also make note of bridges when you're building them is bridges need a lot of support in the beginning at the base of each end, but they don't need as much as you go further on. So for here, we're gonna place supports kind of in like a similar sloping way, where they'll get farther apart the closer you get to the middle, but to the ends they're a lot closer. For instance, we're gonna start our next pillar right about here, only 1 block away from the other one. And then here we are going to do it blocks away. And then what I want to do is I want to go 5 blocks and start from here. This is the middle. And so then I'll probably leave the rest of it open. And then it's just about replicating it on both sides. Alright. We have a semblance of a ridge right here. So what we will do now is we will get started on the roof. Some of these I do have to make a bit taller. And then what we will actually do is we will place our stone brick stairs like, and we will come out two out on each side and then start going up there, this, until eventually we can cross like that. Here. Do the same on this side. Have to be very careful while crouching. Go. And now we can take this all around the edge. Alright, there we go. We have made it all around the edge successfully. Now, for the next part, I will use an intermingle of dark oak and spruce stairs. I will actually need to gather more of those. Now, one thing I will also show is that for a project like these, I normally like to do a little bit of something like this. Add a little bit of the darker oak, the dark oak with the spruce to give it a little bit of color differentiation. And also, I like to split it up into little different layers by just every now and again adding in some of stone stairs again. So I'm gonna mostly use these for the middle piece, for these 2 innermost pillars, and that's gonna help break up the just big wall of, was it spruce and dark oak stairs that will soon emerge. We're also going to put the spine of the bridge, which is the very top of it, like this, as stone slabs. I don't know why, I just always really enjoyed giving my bridges and buildings and stuff like that kind of a spine like this, like a noticeable. So that is something I am going to replicate here. The only sign I also really like to do for builds like this, at least the ones in these styles, is make a little capstone that's basically like this. Maybe like that there. A little bit that's sticking out a little bit more. I always tend to think that looks really good. So I'm gonna do that here as well. Now, a big problem with this bridge is that a good amount of it is half slabs, but not all of it is spawn-proof half slab. What we're gonna do is we're gonna try to make a little bit of a light source, and this is a fairly old trick, placing a torch, then an item frame, and then putting a slab in that item frame helps make it look like the torch is actually held to the post by this slab. So that's a really neat little trick that you can use if you don't already know about it. It's a fairly old one, so most people in the comments are probably already going to know about this. We're just going to put that on these pillars. And it's also going to help this build really shine, like during the night, and it's going to look really pretty having the light glow off of it. Now, another thing that I will also say is I don't like the look of this. I don't like it when it's like this. So I always just do a little bit of this. I always tend to do the inside of it. Sometimes I'll do stones on the bottom of there, but right now I'm just going to use the corresponding wood areas, and we're going to fill this all in. There we go. I think that looks a lot better with the sloping roof instead of just the flat jaggedness. It looks a lot better now that's, you know, got a little bit more of the slope. At least as much as the slope I can get with mine. Now there is one last bit that I want to get. And for that, I need to go back to Nether. Alright, here we go. Now that I got some glowstone, I can show you another trick that I've always been really fond of. Which is, take a little bit of glowstone, put it right about here, and cover it in trapdoor. And that. Now there are a couple of different trapdoors that you can use for this. Like birch is normally a good one. Instead of trapdoors on the bottom, I'm going to make it a fence. This is going to be another thing that helps our bridge stand out a little bit more in the dark. And even though we got trapdoors over it, the light will still persist. So it'll just help block the glowstone texture pretty much. All the light will still go through. I'll have to look at all the trapdoor designs, all the trapdoor textures. I felt as if there would be one that fits a little bit more. I don't want to use too many spruce trapdoors. I definitely could have put some of those on. And maybe I even will. Put them on the side and keep the dark oak ones on the top. There we go. And now we have a super pretty bridge. I'm loving the way that. I might even try to get some lanterns for the middle here and start hanging them off with chains. In fact, I should have enough for that. Just, you know, just another little light source, and you can see by the water the little bit of reflection and the glow it gives off. Oh, it's so good. Let's go try the lanterns. Yo, since chains have such a weird crafting recipe where they toss a whole iron ingot for like no reason. Put those right there, and I'm gonna put chains. These ones are gonna hang a little bit lower, right there. Connect those all up, and there we go. That looks so good. Our bridge now is nice and bright, nice and glowy. Got lots of different kinds of light source to help keep it all up, and it all looks very fitting. It all fits in with the build. It's like built in instead of just kind of plunked around haphazardly. There is a creeper trying to use the bridge. Okay, he's going. Ignore him. Ignore him. You don't need him. But that's it. That's the bridge. Like I said, we could probably use spruce trapdoors for these side ones, and then the dark oak would actually probably work for a topper. But we don't really have to worry. Right now, I think it is time to end this. We have done a lot. We have done a lot here. We've built the nether portal and these giant spires that I gotta work a little bit more on. And now we've built the bridge. We got enchanting a little bit. We got a full set of diamond. We are rocking it. And next time, we're gonna have to build another thing pretty nostalgic. something that I've been thinking that will help get us a little bit more of a track later on and keep track of our progress of how we're doing so far. But until next time, will I see you again?